What's the difference between British and American English? Which one should you learn? Does it really matter? And if you choose one over the other, will it help you or hold you back? Keep watching to find out. Hello and welcome to English with Jae-Lex, the channel that helps you master English with confidence. In this video, we're going to discuss an interesting question that many English learners ask. Should you learn British or American English? Now, this might seem quite a significant decision. You've probably wondered about it yourself. Which one's more useful? Which one's better for your goals? And does it actually matter which one you choose? Well, if you've been wondering about these questions, then stay until the end because we're going to look at 5 key points that'll help you choose and answer this question: should you learn British or American English? Now, before we begin, I want to let you know that I've created a PDF guide to go along with this lesson. I'll tell you more about it at the end. So first up, let's not look at American and British English as different languages. They're more like dialects of the same language. There is a lot of overlap between them, and we're constantly borrowing from each other. I mean, think about it. We Brits watch a lot of American TV and films, and Americans watch British series on Netflix. So you don't have to pick one and completely ignore the other. Actually, understanding both American and British English, plus perhaps some other dialects, makes you more flexible. That being said, it might be good to focus on or lead with one version of English. And in choosing which one, your goals do matter. If, for example, you're planning to move to London, then British English makes more sense. If, on the other hand, you want to work in, say, New York, American English is going to be a better option for you. And it's not just geography you need to consider. If you're working with American clients, regardless of where in the world you're actually working from, then using American spelling and grammar in emails, for example, is going to help you fit in better. The point is, you want your English to work with your plans, not against them. And as I've already said, we Brits consume plenty of American media, TV, films, music, while British content is popular in America. So whichever dialect you learn, you'll encounter the other one regularly. What this means for you is that don't think you have to choose one and ignore the other completely. Understanding both varieties actually makes you a more adaptable English speaker. So what about the actual differences between British and American English? Well, the ones you'll notice most are probably vocabulary and spelling. Things like lift versus elevator, colour with a U versus colour without a U, biscuit versus cookie. These might seem small, but they can actually make a big difference. If you're writing a report for a British company and you use American spellings throughout, it's going to look a bit weird. Not that you need to learn every single nuance and difference by heart. Just being aware that they exist will take you quite far. Now here's something that might surprise you. Your accent isn't as important as you think. You don't need to sound like the Queen, neither do you need to sound like you're from deep Texas. What actually matters is being clear. Can people understand you easily? That's what counts. Most native speakers don't really care if you sound perfectly British or perfectly American. They just want to understand you without having to work at it. Now, if you do feel self-conscious about your accent, if it's perhaps stopping you from feeling confident when you speak in English, then I've created a video to help, which I'll link in the description below. Now, before we get into the final point, I want to take a quick break to tell you about the free PDF guide I've created to accompany this lesson. It's called 20 UK Words Americans Don't Use, and it'll teach you key British English vocabulary along with their American equivalents. If you want a copy, it's available on my Patreon page. Just scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. Then all you'll need to do is sign up as a free member, and that'll also give you access to all my other free guides and articles designed to help you not just learn English, but also feel more at home in English speaking culture. And if you want to go further, I also offer an optional premium membership, which gives you access to exclusive content such as in-depth tutorials, extended PDF guides, quizzes and crosswords, and free entry into my weekly online practice group, The English Hour. So whether you join as a free member or go premium, you'll get all the resources that make learning English more practical, cultural, and enjoyable. Right, on with the rest of the lesson. Nowadays, international English is everywhere. In global business, in universities, medical fields, online, people are mixing British and American English quite naturally. But do you know what matters most here? Consistency. Pick a style and stick with it. Don't, for example, write the British spelling of culture in one sentence and then the American spelling in the next. It just looks messy and confusing. By staying consistent, you'll be able to communicate with people from all sorts of English-speaking backgrounds whilst sounding professional and coherent. So there you have it. 5 things to think about when deciding between British and American English. Either one will serve you well. Just choose based on your goals. Stay consistent, and remember that understanding both makes you a much more flexible English speaker. Well, that's all for this lesson. If you found it helpful or interesting, please give it a like and share it so that I know to make more videos for you like this. And do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be amongst the first to see my new videos. I look forward to catching up with you in the next video, or perhaps watch this one next. Until then, take care, stay focused, and keep practicing.